工作这么多年来，我第一次请了长假。
我叫宝贝，我3岁了。
宝贝，
我好喜欢住在我们家隔壁漂亮姐姐。
哇，今天怎么这么可爱？陪爸妈去买早餐啦？姐姐有礼物要送你哦。
Really wish that more people could see the gift of life. It was such a wholesome story, but it had so much depth to it for something that feels so comforting to watch. I totally believe that the main character could be a woman that exists. I thought her struggle was so real, and the fact that the writers took the time to give us a look into her family dynamic and her setbacks and her insecurities while also setting up this illness, I thought was a great touch and really kept me engaged throughout the entire thing. The twist with the dog was so sweet, and I loved that that dog featured throughout and was this unexpected support system for this woman. I love the message. I love what it's trying to promote, and I genuinely hope more people see it. And I hope it brings more awareness to research around breast cancer.
Nice short movie with an important message. I thought for a PSA it was extremely well put together. Really great filming, very professional, great lighting, really good camera work, a nice script that had a good tight story and kept us engaged throughout. I like the use of the dog as the narrator. It was an interesting other way of kind of taking a look into this woman's life. The performances were spot on. Great acting in this short film. I thought it had a really good impact at the end, so the structure of it really led to the revelation at the climax, and really nice leading out at the end. Good soundtrack accompanying the whole thing. Really great effort all around. Really nicely put together, dealing with a very important subject. So bravo.
Really enjoyed this film. It's a really beautiful film. I thought the acting was just so good. So many great performances. So well shot, and I loved all the different locations. But one of my favorite things about it was the use of the POV shot for baby. I thought that was really well done. So great job.
So fun to watch. It took me a minute to realize that the narrator at the beginning was a dog. But I think that was so fun. That was such a fun twist. And this dog is like a service animal, and you get to see the path of this woman and her diagnosis and, her treatment through the eyes of this service animal, and getting these deeper details throughout it all. It was really fun to watch. There were so many aspects to it, layers upon, being diagnosed and feeling like no one understands you. And even when there is someone who has a similar diagnosis, like it's not really, it helps, but it's not really the same, It was just a lot of fun to watch, and it lightens the tone of it all being so animal-centric at the beginning and end. It's like nice buffer for the heavier messages throughout, but really, really lovely to watch.
Totally relatable. I like the camera angles they are using, especially when they are talking about the dog or from the dog's perspective. all the performances are astoundingly great, and just the addition of the dog makes it even more so adorable. They touch on very and truly important topics to raise awareness, and this is just very important that they also touch on her age. It is quite a topic and some taboo. There has been some degree of taboo in different cultures regarding this, and I'm just very appreciative of this brand making this film to raise awareness.
This was so beautifully done in so many ways. So many incredible, great messages. The writing is so strong. They really touch on a lot of different things, the preciousness of life, to live, carpe diem kind of a thing. And then also just like that work isn't important, that life is precious. I keep saying that, but that's really was such a profound message from this. I thought the actresses were great, especially the woman who was diagnosed with cancer. I thought she did an amazing job. I loved the twist that the little voice was the dog. I originally thought it was a little kid, and it didn't dawn on me that it was a dog until we see the dog, and then it turns out the dog is her sort of chemo buddy, her sort of medical buddy. It was just really, really well done. It was beautifully edited. I loved the locations of where it was shot. It was just really thoughtful and very, very good. So congratulations.
I really loved this story. It was so nice to see this bond between mother and daughter. I thought that the actresses did a brilliant job. I thought that the writers did a great job too, with how this story unfolded, and the way that it was shot was very smart. Loved the fact that baby was a dog and not a toddler, and I liked how they tied baby back in at the end. It really put everything together for me. I think that the actresses, both of the actresses in here, actually there was more than two, there was three, did such an amazing job. I mean, we all know the actress who was on FaceTime with our leading actress. We all have somebody like that in our lives. And the leading actress did such an amazing job going through the range of emotions that she went through. Everything was very, very believable. It was so believable. It was very realistic. You could definitely see the rapport that the mother and daughter actresses had with each other. I thought that the music in this piece really helped accentuate all of those emotions too. I thought it was really, really well done. This was so moving. It really, you always know that you have such a wonderful short film when you get caught up in the emotion that is behind what this story is and how precious life is. And yeah, I did. I got caught up in the emotion with it, and I loved it.
This was beautifully done. It was about a young single Japanese hyper working gal, and her mother, relationship with her mother. There was no man present in this, and I think that was kind of telling. But it was beautifully done, and it's sort of done from the narration of this. You don't know at first what it is, and it's a dog. It's like the dog called Baby. And the little girl does the voice of this baby dog, and it's really lovely. But it was surprising, and it was, some of these cancer stories can be just overloaded with sentiment and emotion. And this had that, but it was because the actresses were very, very good. And like even the young one was. And it was shot very well, and it was refreshing, and it was different. But you could see that not having a man in a family, how it can sometimes be a detriment to both boys and girls. Men teach girls how not to work too hard because they've done it. Yeah. Homes Without Fathers. But I thought this was wonderfully done. Congratulations to the filmmakers. These guys should be making films all over the place.